live. Just a quick live. Hello, greetings. Wherever you are, wherever you're checking in from, all over. I'll probably be on here as long as I can get a some quick momentum in. And that actually goes into this message. Someone needs to, someone needs this message. Come out of stagnation. You have to come out of stagnation and get into some forward movement. Somebody needs that message. You say, I've been trying to get moving. I've been trying to get movement, and I just procrastinated and procrastinated and procrastinated. Well, you're receiving this at the right time. Get moving. Get some movement wherever you are. Whether it's indoors or outdoors, get some movement. You might say, well, you know, you might say, well, I'm in a workplace where, the building, it's, I usually take the elevator. It's just an example. You might usually take the elevator, but because you've been thinking about it, and it's on your mind, I'm like, how can I get some momentum going here? How can I get some movement going here? Well, if they have an elevator, there's got to be some steps, right? Usually, where there's an elevator, there's some steps. Got to have a second escape route, a separate entrance. Yeah. So, if you've been saying I need to come out of stagnation, then this message is for you. Get into some forward movement. I know it depends on where you are, the weather and climate, different things like that. Well, let's just say this. Let's just say you're in the snow. Well, I've been in the snow, so I know what that's all about. Get in it if you can. Get in it. Get in the snow. Walk through it. Get in it. Of course, do it, bundled up and as warm as you can. And of course, don't stay too long in it if you can. If you can just do a couple of minutes. But there's ways to get momentum in and get movement even in the snow. With the rain, like right now, it's probably, I'm feeling a little drizzle. So let's just say if it started raining right now. Well, I have my hooded jacket on. So I just pop the hood and get a couple of more steps in and then be done. But as long as you're getting, you're thinking about, hey, I'm trying to get out of stagnation, trying to get some forward movement. The fact that you're even thinking about it, that's a good thing. Hear this. I believe that the Almighty Father God wants the best for all of us. I believe He wants us to work on our temples, whatever that looks like for you, wherever you are. I believe He wants us to feel better. If we're feeling better, we'll start doing better for those that need that message. And, one and the same, being better, feeling better, they coincide. So, I was looking at something. I don't know if it was what is it called? I don't know if it was a speedometer or a pedometer or what it was, but it had the steps on there. But so 10,000 steps in a day, is equals to something. I don't know if anybody have that nearby. About 10,000 steps in one day. What that equals to, but that's a lot of movement. That's a lot of movement right there. If you just thinking just like that to come out of stagnation, or it may be something like a delayed project. You know, your stagnation could be the fact that you delayed a project that you were working on. That could be stagnation too. Stagnation completing an assignment, stagnation in completing a project, or just stagnation in your physical not getting into some momentum for you, for yourself. Those All of those are important. Hmm. Yep. So like I said, this is just a quick live, just long enough for me to get a couple of steps in out here, and yeah, we'll just keep it moving. If you're at a desk, uh, I'd say if you're sitting at a desk and you have a desk job, sitting in that position for too long is not good. Come to find out, sit in a sitting position like a desk chair. And I don't know the comfort level of your chair either. But if you can get up maybe like, I don't know, every 30 minutes or so, you know, just walk into the fax machine if you can walk to it. I don't know if it's close. Some of this stuff is so convenient now. You don't really have to get up for lunch. If everything is nearby you, it makes it a lot more convenient not to get up. And if you're wanting to come out of stagnation and you wanting to get into forward movement, then you actually do need to move. So something that you have to walk to go get. If you're in like an office setting, walking to go get your lunch is good. Maybe there's a nearby restaurant near your workplace that you can actually walk to go get lunch. You know, or maybe you park farther away from the building, so now you have to walk to go get your lunch from the car if it's a long walk. Or work. I gotta work on that a little bit. Come on, girl. Keep going. Keep on. Say we outside. Ooh, say we outside. There's so many little apps now, and you have all these watches, and you got different things that kind of help with momentum. There's different things, but if you don't if you don't really care to wear a watch or care to keep up with steps on something or have something that you look at, then you could just make it. That's when you begin to, in your mind, to make it a conscious effort to say, I'm gonna do something that requires momentum. I'm gonna do something that requires movement. That's within your mind. And then once you do that, then I guess at some point you may say, well, you know what? I'm doing pretty good. I don't need a watch. I don't need a watch to keep up with my steps or to tell me to move, because they have watches and apps on the phone and stuff like that now that trying to keep up. Come on, girl. They have watches that that keep up with your steps, so you can know that you're doing steps, which that's good. Because you might not say I can count 10,000 steps. So then you have a cool. Come on, girl, leave that alone. Come get some fresh. Come on, come, girl. Come get some fresh water. Get some fresh water, girl. Get some fresh water. And you may say, well, I don't want to download the app. I got too many apps on my phone. Well, how about this? You could do one or two things. Either get rid of some of the apps that you're not using, because there's a thing on your phone that tells you apps that are inactive, on the phone. So if you have one of those phones that tells you a certain app has been inactive, then if you need to download something more health oriented or something fitness oriented, then you can do that. Um, and make it work that way. But this is just a quick live. We outside getting the momentum in, getting our movement in, getting our trying to be busy. Come on, girl. I encourage you all to get into some forward movement. Come on, girl. I encourage you to pray. I encourage you to get in your word. I encourage you to hydrate because we need water. You need to hydrate, which that's good. And you need your forward movement. However you can get that in. You'll find what works for you wherever you are in little ways. And then slowly, like I said, if you don't want to invest into a watch or you don't want to download an app on your phone, when you start thinking about, well, I want to get into movement, then you know that to do that you have to physically start doing it because you're already thinking about it, and it's going to become easier over time. It might even become easier within a day if you notice yourself doing it in a day. And then next thing you know, the week has passed and you've gained and applied a lot of momentum. You gained momentum and you applied movement in a week. You're going to be able to see a lot of change if you're constantly, um, if you find yourself consciously thinking about it. Because when you're thinking about it, you're going to do what? You're going to act on it. And then you're going to realize, well, I'm feeling better. This is better for me. Therefore, let me keep moving. Therefore, let me keep the momentum going. Therefore, I'm not giving up. Therefore, I'm not giving in. Therefore, I'm not stagnant. I'm no longer stagnant. When you get to that place where you're no longer stagnant, you're going to go on an upward trajectory. You'll see. You'll see. Stay encouraged. I'll remind you to pray, get in your word. I am one that confess that Jesus Christ is Lord of Lords and Kings of Kings. He's the truth, the way, the life. And I'll tell you, if anybody wants you to feel good, be good, do good, it's the Almighty Father God. He wants the best for all of his children. Keep your faith and stay strengthened, and hydrate again after you pray, and meditate again after you pray, and get back in your word again, and repeat, repeat, repeat. Take care. God willing, I'll be back.